What's a good word? Got a weird blocked number call on Skype. I haven't used it in forever. So my thought is, I know exactly who it is. And they're blocked for a very specific reason. So what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna see what the projection is of where you're catching this in time. If you're catching it now on the live, or if you're catching it at some point down the road and you've been, hey, Wicked Love. Hey, Sharon. So we're gonna see what's going on. Gonna see what the energy's like whenever you're catching this. And well, stick to the end. And I'll do some live questions. You know, you put your question in. If I see it, I'll answer it with the tarot, or if you have a coaching question. Also, if you want to book a private reading or session with me. Oh my God. Hey, Leona. Wow, it's been forever. Crazy. I love it. So yeah, hang out. We'll do some coaching in this. We'll do some tarot reading. And if you want to book any of those bad boys with me, hit me up in the messages. All the ways of contact are in the description of the main page. Oh my God, I keep forgetting I have to build a website. I've been working on okay, I haven't worked on it in a while. I've been working on a website from my friend Keith, who I miss terribly, for like a year or so ago. I stopped working on it. I have to create a new website because just being on the social platforms is not enough. But let's kick this reading off. Looks like we got some, hey Angela. We got some Angela, guys. What's up? All right, we have some Knight of Wands coming in. So this is some awesome, deep bound, interconnected energies right now that is very passionately driven towards the front. Hey, Kieran. Thank you, words, Create Worlds. I gotta do this. And I keep forgetting, which is why I need lists in front of me, because I can be like a goldfish with this stuff. So, all right, some deeply intertwined energies that are coming in, very physical movement, and it really looks like we have that two paths are in front of us, one of which is going to have you being more listened to, which, wouldn't you know it, this is a good thing. It looks like you're still headed in the same direction, but you have kind of more substance to work with on this one, which I kind of want to look into. You can build websites. Shut up. I want to see your work. Send me some links to your work after. I would love to check it out. Okay. Well, the good thing about this direction change is you're getting what you wanted, which, fabulous. And what... Oh my God, we have the devil energy around this. Oh yeah. All right, guys. Keep all the questions that you have until the end. Stick around, I'll do them. Absolutely talk in the comments. Yeah, Megan, hang out to the end. I'll be answering questions then. But thank you for showing up too. All right, guys, this energy is pretty intense. There's something that you need to walk away from that is incredibly toxic, and it's almost spell binding for you. No, I don't think that anyone's put an actual spell on you. I think that there's been something that has been maybe not an obsession in your world, but something that has been around your world. And I feel like this is somewhat of a toxic person. I'm going to show you the cards that I'm looking at. And I see that this is something that is wonderful to have. I feel like you're taking a new path, and it's something that is absolutely fulfilling, exactly what you wanted. You're getting what you wanted, but you still have devil energy that's hanging around you that you got to get away from. So this, it's like you see this person taking their cup and moving on. They're not leaving with much. There's a lot that needs to be left behind with this devil-like energy. It's almost all encompassing, and it's something that really plays off of your fears. So it's like you don't even want to look at it, yet this has its claws in on you. And the idea of just completely ignoring it, I'm feeling the panic build. And that's like, this is not something that is just possible. It's going to be like this thing that isn't dissipating until you actually confront it to cut this away. Now, this may be a physical person, this may be some sort of, internalized issue that you haven't confronted, but something has to be taken care of. Some situation, some person needs to be taken care of in order for you to take this new path, because this is something that is seriously holding you back. It's become your prison. So this, I think that whatever it was, whoever this is in your life is afraid of maybe you and outshining whatever stupid ideal that they had. Maybe it's your inner fears that are afraid of you shining brighter than what has been kind of constricted with you. But all of this is very action oriented. I feel like you're almost taking on a new mental business rather than an actual one. In some cases, yeah, somebody's going to be kind of getting into the sense of taking on like a new business, but I think that this is more internalized mental reconfiguration of how you conduct yourself rather than everything else. And also, I don't think that this is, no. For some, this actually might be breaking away from a toxic relationship, whether it's romantic or platonic, and it could be going towards something that is what you actually want. Whatever the case, people are deathly afraid of letting themselves be what they see as happy, that happiness, that sense of completion, that sense of success, all that. It's something that they've been striving towards, but they have the devil energy on them, like, you are not that good. You are so not that good in order to have this. Who do you think you are? It's actually something that I straight up want to kind of like figuratively punch in the throat. So if this is dealing with a relationship, there's something about the past toxicity that you gotta let go of. I want to look at what that is, and then we're gonna look at the other ones, because why not? Oh, you can't wait for the end of this? Yeah, dude. No, I get it. Okay, so for them, this toxic energy that you need to let go of, it never was over for them, no matter how badly this has failed. And every time you took your eyes off of it, some aspect of them always jumped into your world. Like, I have a feeling there's no there's no end for, I guess, how much they had bull crap their way through this. There's no way that they weren't cutting through everything. They really had this crazy sense of shattering your world with stupid entitlement, like you were a slave to them mentally and figuratively. This is somebody who has a very wounded yet holier than thou ego that you had to deal with. And I think that you've internalized this and you're kind of avoiding this and being entrapped by this for the future. So what I'm seeing this as almost using that person's personality and image as a way to guard yourself. And I think I even talked about this earlier. Being encapsulated by whatever it is that you had been afraid of or that you had felt, a lot of that is coming up. It's not that you want to engage in that behavior or the circumstances or any of that. It's something that you almost wear as to become invisible to whatever that type of energy is. Okay, so like years ago, I watched, I think, up to season 2 of like The Walking Dead. I know, and it's this big thing. I think it's still going. I have no idea. Do not care. It's not my thing. These people were walking around with zombies chained to them that were like missing part of their jaw, so they couldn't fight them. But the fact that they had those zombies with them, they became invisible to surrounding zombies. Like they were no longer being threatened by them. I know that's a horrible comparison, but that's what I got for you. That's what came to a head. So you're welcome for that image. So it's like wearing exactly what it is that you're trying to deflect so that you become invisible and you don't have to engage in that anymore. But then this becomes so much on you. It becomes how people identify you. It's almost like you become the very thing that you were trying to get away from in this one, which I feel in this reading that you're going to be kind of pulling away from as far as that identity goes. Okay, you need to create a new plan. And as far as a business goes, I think that you are not going to be getting stuck in the old perceived failures. It's like keeping an eye on whatever the loss was in the past, and I guess not really looking at what all the other resources were for you. So there's a lot that needs to give here, and it's not you putting in the effort to anything else or into that toxicity. It's something that you have to kind of take off your wrists with. Can I get some information with how the heck the person is supposed to do this? All right. You got to give up this stupid belief that you always have to be on guard. Otherwise, you're going to be attacked because you are fulfilling that. You are the very attacker of this for you, for any emotional failure, for any failure financially or business-wise in life opportunity. It's bonkers. And it doesn't even seem like it's something that you should or could take ownership of. But if you really look at it, I'm not saying that everything that transpired in the past is your fault. I know that you dealt with really crappy and shady people. I got that. But in order for you to move on beyond this, you have to realize that you're the person hurting yourself in this now by way of almost protecting yourself. And when you're doing this, you don't get to enjoy the fruits of your labor, and you don't get to enjoy the relationships that you kind of fall into. So there has to be a new plan. I'm going to keep this card out because we need to talk about whatever this new plan is going to be. Well, okay, wait. Before we do that, it was talking about how you need to see how you were kind of doing this to yourself. So how do you stop doing this to yourself? Because I kind of can't leave you hanging like that now, can I? What the hecking heck? Stop trying to see what they are and see what they're up to. Stop trying to see how other ventures went and where it's going, because you are kind of meshing that together. It is being ingrained into your makeup because you need to see that somebody else was called out or failed for it. Ghost it. Honestly, ghost the past toxicity and ghost, I guess, trying to see somebody else's failure. I know that it's psychosomatic, and it is sometimes that awesome psychotic pleasure just watching somebody reap the karma. There's this old quote which I found hysterical, still messed up, but hysterical. It's not enough that I should succeed. I need to see you fail. No, you don't. No. There's always that thing of, the best revenge is living a happy and successful life. Great. Sometimes you want to put people in check. So, okay, let's talk about this new plan that you need to do in regard to either a relationship or business or what have you, and breaking away from the toxicity. Okay. So you got to be more curt than anything else and stop tiptoeing around people's feelings. You need to be able to shut people down with your words immediately. You're going to feel absolutely horrible in doing that at times because you're going to have to shut down people who you would normally be very caring and empathetic about. Also, I think that you're afraid of being seen as an a-hole, so there's that. You got to work on being a bigger jerk. Curt. Let's say curt. You got to work on being curt. Okay. Now what's this going to entail? I know, Sharon, it's kind of difficult because it's like you see that person get taken aback. It's like, oh, we did something wrong. Okay, so this one, let other people be confused. Let other be confused by your actions. You don't need to explain yourself to every person out there. You don't need to explain yourself to past lovers. You don't need to explain yourself to past friends, or even why you're choosing to go on this, I guess, almost business type venture. Now, I don't think that everyone's an entrepreneur. I don't think that everyone's starting a business on their own. This is your business. This is your work. This is what you do with your time and what your hang-ups to, I guess, your own personal success. I've been in this one. Don't let everybody know what your plans are, because that starts to undermine like the intention of the work, because this has everyone watching a Hawksing, if it's like doing all these lineups with the checks and balances with this. And all it's going to do is have you backtracking and cycling around the plan, trying to revise it for even more impression, rather than you and just completely rocking it all together. That's annoyingly unfair for you. So the Star card is, first off, you not always being on guard, which fine, great, dandy, give yourself that sense of freedom, but also realize that you're not out of the woods of struggle yet. You are going to have opposition, but you got to stop looking for every stupid opposition to come your way. Otherwise, you're not going to make any movement forward. In matters of the heart, in matters of personal relations, in matters of success, you got to stop looking for it. You have to know that you are adaptable to that situation, and that no matter what, you are going to recover from it. There are going to be people in situations that are hurdles and that are challenges that cause total upset. You have to be able to stomp them out in that moment and know that you're completely capable of doing so. You exhausting your fight or flight and being on guard all the time just makes you blind to everything that is on the outside of this. So the Star card is in reverse, telling me that, you know, that you are not out of the worst yet. Well, yeah, I mean, you can confide into, you know, you can confide everything into somebody. Yeah, a death experience for you. Yeah, no, totally get it. It is something that feels like a death experience, and it's like something that you have to kind of mourn. But getting back to what Kieran was saying, not telling everyone everything, absolutely true. You should be able to have at least a confidant at some point in your life. But I know, because I'm not trying to be naive about this, sometimes you can feel absolutely so alone and like you have no one or nothing that you can confide in. But at some point you will be able to do so. So don't feel like you have to close the entire world out. This is going to be something where you have to use discernment, my dear. So let's see what's going on with this. So when you tell a person to F around and they find out, great, what is this leading to? Okay, we have the Death card. Okay, so yeah, words create worlds. You got your Death card. It is absolutely, without question, an essence of death. Death is an ending. Death is the beginning of a new beginning. You have to have this in order to get, I guess, to the next step on this. So I love this card. I love it. I used to be deathly afraid of it when I started reading tarot when I was like 13. It's like, oh my God, we're all gonna die. Well, okay, well, that's fun to think about. This person like went to the death, went to the warrior on this one. And this is something where they left a lot laying in their wake, but the sun still rose, and this person saw that not all was lost, and that there was such a connection to, I guess, their intuitive feelings. There was such a connection to that light shining again. There was such a connection to learning how to look at things in a new way. The light is on the horizon, but there's rites of passage in getting to there. And what road you are on right now, while it feels like a death, is absolutely bittersweet. It's absolutely beautiful. And there are so many rites of passage before you can reach that sunlight, that sun, the happiest card of the deck. Everything is all about the journey on this one. And these pillars that are in the background, you know, I'm totally aging myself with this. This has always reminded me of the never-ending story where Atreyu had to walk between those two pillars where those lights were gonna, you know, send those bolts after him. Totally, yeah. So there's a lot of cleansings that you have to do. And then there's a lot of climbing up the mountains that you're going to have to do after. You are going to have to strip away this old identity and try again, which is fine because it's all about being authentic, speaking out, being in the truth, very deep emotional purging. And then learn how to adapt from a new vulnerable form and going up a mountain and facing these challenges. And then the mountain dissipates and it just becomes the path. And then you have the empire that's in front of the sun in front of you. So hang out to the end, Sharmila, and I'll be answering questions. So this is what we're leading towards. All right, after everything is said and done, you learned how to kind of go about this. What is it that you can kind of expect? We got the foundation. We got the Four of Pentacles. I'm loving it. Okay, so this is talking about, I'm not done. I'm pulling cards yet. So what this is leading to is you having your reservations, you not putting your feet fully in on this, and being able to deal with the setback of having to scrap the old plan and be incredibly blunt and confident, possessive, and arrogant moving forward, and speeding up, not letting yourself overthink and overanalyze, acting in the mix while you create a plan as you are going through it, and learn how to not be stagnant. This is going to be something where it feels incredibly fragile and new, and you are going to have to adapt. It's going to feel like being a complete newborn. Everything is going to feel like it hits you harder, and you have to follow your gut on that one and what feels like it is worth that strain and what is not. So very fertile time for creating, I guess, a new plan, a new action, and a new way of handling commitments in your life. Ooh. You can't enter in this new world of behavior of yours with the old mind. You've got to see it differently. The Hangman, it is going to force you to look at things new. If you bring in your old essence and self into this new, code of existence for you, you are about to be backhanded so hard you will not believe it. Spirit is not putting up with any games. This is something where you have to learn to fly above the problem on this one and be brave and adaptable and bullheaded and, again, F around and find out. So I'm going to leave that reading there. We are going to ask for live questions now because I can. And I actually really thoroughly enjoy doing this at this point in time. Maybe I'll start doing the daily tarot and oracle again a little further down the road. It's just, it became way too long. Like I was spending 5-6 hours up to like 2 or 3 in the morning just uploading videos, and it became madness. Couldn't do it, wasn't good for the mental health. So if anybody's got a question, what the heck can I answer? Let's see. So how does Emog, if I'm mispronouncing their name or your name, super sorry. What is up? They are not fully in, and they don't know if they can make the right choice in this one. They have a lot of worries about, I guess, you getting in a relationship with you. They're walking on eggshells with it. They think that it's going to be too difficult or that it's going to be too demanding. So I see that this is going to be a struggle to start for you guys. Something has to stop before you two come together, if you do come together, because this person is trying to break what they see as a codependent cycle, and they are nervous AF right now. You may be beautiful, you may be wonderful, but let's see. Ooh, the passion is there. It's just, there's something about being stuck and feeling like they might not be heard in this. Well, I'm glad that you felt very validated in the reading. Does anyone have any other questions, or are we going to pull it? Which is, again, absolutely fine. If you want to book a reading with me, go ahead. All the ways to contact are in the description. Hey, Lucian. Okay. So yeah, I actually feel like you are being a little irrational. I feel like this is something that you need to be more optimistic about. You're hiding behind your fears. This is something, you got threes around this. Some sort of deception is going to be coming to the surface about whatever this karma is. You are not being irrational, and I think that there's more that you need to look out for in this. There's a huge karmic play out right now, and for your best interest, there's more to look into. There's deception around this. There's a very karmic situation that needs to come forward. So, let's see. Oh, what's this card that fell out? You need to stop feeling like you are being rejected or that you are being irrational. I think that there's more to be found. Anyone else, or are we good? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna do the mini reads, and I suppose I will see you. Okay, Sharon. You're welcome, Lucian. Should you continue with this project you're working on? Is it the Christmas decorations? Because I'm friggin' obsessed with those. All right, I don't know if you have the ability to like make purchases from there from where you are, but look at the Christmas loft in Vermont. That is like my obsessive store. You're welcome, Kiran. All right, so you need to let it go because this is causing way too much stress and this has been drawing to a conclusion for a while. Yeah, stop fighting it. You need to de-stress from it. Okay, somebody had asked about, hi, what Anat wanted to, so I think what you're saying is, what does Anat want to tell you? Something is happening very fast with them. You're welcome. That something is getting better and that something has stopped. They're getting better. They want you to know that this is getting better, that they're getting better, and that this actually is involving a huge sense of healing and restoration, and there's something that they want to actually, it looks like there's something they want to give you. I think that there's either a new contract or a promise or an effort that is coming into play, but somebody is ready. They cut through the confusion, they have their decision, and this, it feels incredibly healing. I love this. Okay. Is Antoine a gang stalker? Doubtful, because they would be stalking me because I'm so gangster. I'm so gangster. Like, I am whoa gangster. All right. Are they a gang stalker? No, I think that it's a little bit more intense with that one. Okay, so what I'm seeing right here is, oh, I have a hard time saying this. I don't think that they're a gang stalker. I think that they actually have a little bit more of a personal hidden problem that they are very defensive about. This might be covering some sort of an addiction that they are tied to. All right, Angela, general update, please. Okay, so whatever stagnance was in a personal relationship of yours is coming forward again. So it feels like it's a little bit more mature now. Somebody who I think that you've been either in separation from or that you haven't been talking to as much recently, or there's been no headway, you can expect some headway to be coming in. I see you getting together. I see a party that's actually coming in. So you guys might be going to some festivities or to some sort of getaway together. Something feels really good about work too with you. What's this about work? What am I getting about work? Oh, so this person is somehow connected to your job. All right, very cool. This person, I guess, is, hey Nala. Hi, is A in love with you? I think that they're afraid to have feelings towards you. Let's see. Yeah, they are very nerve-wracked by you. They're very defensive. They are not opening up right now. And if you push right now, it's going to lead to destruction and what seems to be heartache. Somebody, it feels like they're kind of closing off and they feel like they have no actions. It looks like either they are not looking for something super serious or they're looking for something more physical. But I'm seeing that they're not in the right headspace for it. Let's see. Kiran, you want a love reading? I feel like there's one more card in here. Where is it? Kiran wants a love reading. Okay, so what I'm seeing right here is you need to put yourself out there. I see that there's no fighting that needs to be involved, nothing that you need to push on. There's a lot of stress that is leaving you in the romantic prospects right now, and it feels like the Ace of Pentacles. So what I see here is nothing happening right now. Where the heck did that card go? Oh. Something is going to be happening around the time of Libra. So I think that in the next few weeks, you're going to be going on a few dates, my good man. Oh, monkey toes, do not fail me now. I like this. Very cool. I see a potential suitor that's coming in within the next few weeks for you to date and honestly be about it. I see that this is probably going to start off as... I feel like it's somebody that you meet in a social gathering, honestly. I see that coming in. I don't really see you going to like an art place and meeting them. I feel like this is somebody that you meet out and about on a night out. I love this energy. They seem incredibly playful, a nice balance for your energy in the next few weeks, so keep your eyes peeled. I always feel like they're younger, like more than 5 years younger than you, which I honestly do not care. I mean, like the age thing, but there's a really playful, youthful energy that is coming in. You already said, so Tracy, you're late. Any messages? Yeah, you're late. How dare you? Ooh. There's somebody that's lying to you, and this might not be on a grand scale, but you've been really reserved around them. Yes, they're lying to you. No, I don't think that they're letting up. And I'm seeing that this is somebody who has been lying, I guess, for years to you. And this seems connected to family somehow. So what I'm seeing right here is this, somebody has been either withholding a confirmation from you, or who you have been feeling closed off from you. They keep you at an arm's distance. I see that letting up. There's been an illusion of a fight, but I see reconciliation and rebonding coming in. So that's interesting. And I am thinking that it is a very masculine character, specifically male for you. Masculine, we all have masculine inside of us, but I feel like there's a male that you are going to be reconciling that is family. And I think that you guys have either been really far away for time frame, or in space. But the lie is, I feel like they want to get closer, they keep you at an arm's distance. So whoever that is for you. All right, I'm getting side eyes. I want to know what that is after. Does anyone have any other questions, or are we good? Oh, I swear to God I was walking around on a broken foot. So, okay. If you want to book a reading with me, or if you want to catch the next live, stay tuned or reach out in personal messages. All the ways of contact are there. I'm probably going to post the thumbprint or the thumbnail with the ways of contact. You're welcome. I'll talk to you guys soon.